Hello. Hello. Okay. So, welcome everybody. This is an interview that I'm doing with two beautiful doTERRA leaders and mamas. And if you don't know me, my name is Lauren Falconer, and I am the director of the Life Pod. I'm the creator of Spirit Birth, which is an online program for mamas. I'm a mother, a yoga teacher, and a doula, and I am also a doTERRA leader. And if you haven't heard of doTERRA, doTERRA means gift of the earth, and it is the largest essential oils company in the world, making pure, certified pure, amazing, gorgeous essential oils. So specifically, I am really interested in women's health and especially supporting mothers to create natural solutions in their home and with their family, and also along with that, a lot of abundance and feelings of freedom in their lives. And that's something that I feel really drawn to and really want to speak to that, and creating this lifestyle for ourselves that is very outside of the box of what a lot of us might feel like we are kind of being put into. So the reason for this interview really was I had this passion to really be able to share with other women like you the incredible opportunity and possibilities that are available with running doTERRA specifically as a business. And again, for me, this is really about living outside of the box. And I wanted to bust through a lot of the myths around being a mama and not having enough time, or not even knowing how to start something new, and also a feeling of maybe not enough support or just not the know-how. And really the big one is the time, not feeling like we have enough time. And I asked these two beautiful women to come onto this interview and share some of their experiences and stories, and again, to help us through a lot of these myths that some of us have and that I certainly had as well. So I want to introduce Erin Hallinan. And Erin is a beautiful Canadian mama who's living in Australia. And Erin has two girls, Olivia, who is 3, and Nevaeh, who is 4 months old, just tiny, beautiful little bubba. And Erin is an essential oils educator. She's a wellness and biz coach. And from my own personal experience with Erin, she's phenomenal at that. She is a platinum leader in doTERRA, and she is a full-time mama. So welcome, Erin. So excited to have you here. And we also have Sabrina Goldhahn, who is the mother of Sophia, who's 1.5 and beautiful bubba. Sabrina's the founder of Mission Wellbeing, and I love everything about that name of a business, Mission Wellbeing. She's a strategy consultant, and I know she's amazing at that. And she's a health and wellness coach and a beautiful doTERRA leader as well. So welcome, Sabrina. Thank you for being here, both of you. So these women are mamas and are trying to get kids to bed and do all of that. And I'm very appreciative of that. So I have some questions that I wanted to ask you both. And the first one is, can you share a little about why, and Erin, I'll start with you, why you felt drawn to doTERRA specifically as a business, and also at a time in your life when your first daughter was still very little?
Okay, so I think for me personally, I didn't really explore the business side of doTERRA. It wasn't till after I started using the oils. I had just had a baby. She was only a few months old when I was introduced to doTERRA, and I knew about the business side of it, but I wasn't sure if it was a fit for me. It wasn't until I started using the oils, and it was just a natural. I was sharing them with everyone, and I think the universe was trying to push me down that path. And so I thought, you know what, this is a perfect timing. Like, I'm on maternity leave. I have nothing to lose. So why don't I just play around with doing it as a business? It's not like I've quit a full-time job. And so I think that was my approach with the business. I didn't have expectations. And it really was genuinely me starting. I just wanted to share a passion of natural living. And then with the whole exploring the business side of doTERRA, that's when I really leaned into the whole network marketing side of it. So I think other people kind of shied away from that, but I always had this feel that I wanted to go into natural health or just something around that, I guess down that path, but I could never pinpoint it. So I think again, with, I guess, the universe just kind of banged me in the head with this opportunity, that's really when it came out that I thought, you know what, this is great, because I knew I wanted to do a business of my own, but just going out on my own was completely terrifying. So I thought, this is great. That's when the support of my upline and the whole community was just absolutely amazing, that the business just began. So I guess kind of by accident.
How long were you using the oils for before you started the business, just out of curiosity?
Oh, I think probably within the first month.
Yeah.
It happened really quickly, where, I think I got my kit and I played around with it for a week or two. And then it just automatically, because the business opportunity, all of the stuff is right there at your fingertips. So I'm combing through it thinking, oh my gosh, this is it.
Yeah.
This could be it. So
I love that. And Sabrina, for you?
A little bit similar. So I was 7 months pregnant when actually Aaron introduced me or connected with me and kind of told me about the oils. And at first I thought, I'm not too sure what this is all about and whether that's something for me. But it just felt, I don't know, we had a really good connection from the start. So I thought, okay, this is actually a really nice girl. I might as well listen to what she has to say. And I had a similar mindset. I have nothing to lose. I knew, coming from consulting that, going on maternity leave, and in Australia, I wasn't able to have my full pay. So I thought, okay, what do I have to lose? The investment on it isn't that much, and the ongoing expense is also minuscule. So, I have so much to gain. The opportunity is amazing. And in the worst case, I just end up with a bunch of oils and yay, I can use them for myself. I experienced the oils and I thought there's nothing really that can go wrong. And so I thought I'll just try it out and see what I can do during my mat leave. And maybe by the end of it, I, give myself a buffer either to stay home a little bit longer or to go back, not full time. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm back at work, but 4 days a week. So, that's something that the business is kind of allowing me to do. So yeah, really kind of around that maternity leave, I have the time. Yes, I have a little human to take care of, but why not?
Yeah.
That was kind of the feeling. And I don't know, something just pulled me. It just felt right. It just felt like a good company. And I verified that then later with, going in and researching more around the company. What is it based on? What are the founders all about? And just everything kind of made sense. But initially it was just a feeling that just seemed right. And I just wanted to go and explore that more.
Yeah. Well, I love that, what both of you have said. And for me, it was so similar. I had such a download that I needed to do this business. And it was really felt that divine. It was like, this is something that you need to do. And one thing that I have found with both of you women is this incredible community. And I guess something that I was looking for, but it has exceeded my expectations beyond anything I think I could imagine. So once you begin, it's very of the heart, this business, and so it feels so supportive, which is really, really beautiful, especially when you are a mother and needing that support and nurturing yourself. I feel like you really do get it in this business with these women. It's amazing. So Erin, how have you managed the practicalities? You've got 2 little ones now. How has that been, managing just the practical day-to-day of having little beings and running a successful business? What is the couple of things that have been most important for you?
Most important? I think, well, Olivia was quite young, that I just carved my work time around her nap time. So I think that was, she was, I think, only about 3 months old when I started the business. And as much as you think, oh my gosh, you have a new baby, what are you doing starting a new business? But for me, I thought, I wasn't used to being at home. So that was a big adjustment where I couldn't get out of the house. So actually, to be honest with you, I guess I've never really noticed said this before, but doTERRA was my sanity. I think it helped me through a lot. I found when I was up breastfeeding 3 or 4 times a night, I was Googling. I became oil obsessed, that I just absolutely loved it. That half the time she would fall asleep and think, oh, okay, I can stop putting together roller bottle remedies. I can go to bed. So it was actually, it was a lot of fun, and it gave me purpose. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. So again, I worked when she was sleeping, and I worked multiple times in the night when I was up feeding her. And then as she got a little bit older, it became a little bit more difficult. She wasn't sleeping as much, but then I just would do it at night. And that's what I really liked, is that I could go to the park in the morning, work a little bit when she napped. A lot of the people that I shared oils with and talked to, they were all moms too. So my working time might have been at the park with a couple moms. So that's what I really, really liked about it. And now having the two, it's finding, again, time that kind of works. So, you know, I can have people here, go to their house, and it works.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom in that. In that flow. Yeah. And Sabrina, how has it been for you, and the practicalities of having a little being and even another job that you're doing and all of that to run your business?
Yeah. So maybe first of all, totally agree with Erin. I think, you know, it's around finding the time around nap times and once they have gone to sleep. But one very important thing to point out, I find, is you don't need a lot of time really to do this business, at least not in the start. So move away from the thought of, I need to have a professional website, or I need to have my business cards, or I need to have this and this and this ready. That's the kind of stuff that takes a lot of time. That's not something that you need to do this business. What you need is, you need your oils, and you need to use your oils, and you need to talk about them. So that doesn't require a lot of time. So you need to know your oils and love them. If you don't love, you know, what you're talking about, don't bother about doing the business, right? And this can grow on you too. It doesn't have to be the, you know, I remember the first time opening frankincense, I was like, oh, I don't like that smell. Don't like that oil. Boom, put it back in the box, right? This has completely changed now. So yeah, it's in the diffuser also for me now. I love frankincense, but you know, that was the first reaction. But so pretty much you're talking about your experience to friends, families, other moms, people that you meet. So it's really around making connections, and either that's in person, so you know, you can combine that with a coffee catch up with a friend, or as Erin said, while you're at the park. And then also imagine you're connecting again, you're putting a little sample together, or you're following up with someone, or you're writing them a message. Each individual activity doesn't take that much time. So if you have 5 minutes, you can get something done in 5 minutes. You don't need 5 hours of time in one block to do something. And the last thing that I wanted to mention on this is that, again, coming back to this beautiful community that we have, and it's not as how I was used to working with other women before. It was always working with other women meant trouble, lots of cattiness, you know, not being happy for someone else's success. That's a complete opposite in doTERRA. Everyone is so collaborative and sharing and supportive. And that is one of the really big things why this business is kind of easy in a way, because we're sharing resources. So you're not reinventing the wheel. Someone else has done it before. It's based on duplication, and the other women are helping you. How can you do this in the most efficient, in the best way? So you can tap into all of those people's resources. You can, you know, reach out to that other person that is still doing a full-time job, or you can reach out to that other person that just has a 3-month-old baby, and they really help you. You know, it doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm not a yoga teacher, so I have nothing to talk about with Lauren. It's not like that at all, right? You find your person that has an answer to what you're looking for, and everyone's happy to help. And then it's very manageable. So if you have 5 minutes, you can get something done in 5 minutes. You know, you might not grow your business to, you know, a presidential you may have no idea what that means. That's a bank in doTERRA within, you know, a few months, but that's fine. within your own time, you can make it work.
Yeah, I like that too, Sabrina, how you said like you don't have to have everything at the beginning either, and you don't have to have all the flashy websites and everything. It's literally just talking about your experiences with the oils. And another thing is that you don't have to be an expert. A lot of people say, well, you know, I don't have the time. I need to take a course. Like I don't know where to begin. And that's another huge myth, because it's literally just, it was your pain point why you started using the oils is exactly how you can share with other people. And you're not the expert. You're just guiding them to the resources. I think that's really important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And maybe a final point, a lot of this business, a lot of information about it is online. So you can listen to the information, to the webinars whenever you have time, when you're cooking, when you're cleaning, when you're sitting in the bathtub, whatever. That's in your own time while you're commuting to work. So yeah, that also makes it very flexible.
Yeah. Oh, I so agree with everything that you've just said. And I feel like women, this is what we do. We love to share, and we love to communicate, and we love to talk to each other. And especially when we find something that is so helpful to our health and to our kids and to our feelings of being at ease and grounded and balanced and all of that stuff. So it's such a natural thing that we do anyway, is that we chat and we talk and we share. And all three of us, I know, are very invested and interested in not only healthy living, but really low tox living. And that is something that I know as a mum right now, more and more it grows in me that I want to share that with people and just say there is another way. And the other way is so simple. It's just so simple. And I know that both of you feel that way as well. So it's like it just pours out of you when you find something that's so amazing. You just want to share it. Yeah.
And it's a really good time too, Lauren, like you said, like it's to begin this journey and to start your business right now is such an amazing time, because this is only something that people's eyes are becoming a lot more open to and aware that low tox living it's something that, you know, it's getting a lot of highlights for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really feel it very strongly as the awakening of the divine feminine, more and more and more, that women are waking up and going, that's not been okay. It was a way, but look at this other path, because it is really different and a whole lot better for all of us. So yeah, it is getting a lot of attention, and I think a lot of people are paying attention to it now as well. So just briefly, how, Erin, for you, has the opportunity of network marketing, which I just feel like is such a brilliant business for women. I never had a big story about network marketing because I've dabbled in it, and I've always really understood the amazing benefit of it. But how has that for you really enhanced your journey as a woman or a mama, or your journey more into yourself? How has this business done that for you?
Like, you mean the network marketing model, or?
Yeah, okay, well, to be a bit more specific, how has this journey with doTERRA, which is a network marketing company, you know, had you get to know more about yourself, or you know, it's a journey of really self-discovery. So how has I find
amazing. Yes, there we go. Well, I'll tell you, like, I would always say I was a shy person. I didn't even say a speech at my wedding. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't like speaking in front of people, but this self-discovery of not only finding out what my passion is and becoming really passionate about that, but also for personal development and business development and all of the different resources. Like, it was just, it brings you out of your shell. And it's funny, like I still look back to some things that I've done in doTERRA, but it just, you have such that foundation and support and belief in yourself that just gets built up so much. All of the influences, and I think that's the other thing, like it really comes true. I've heard this saying a million times before, but you really become the 5 people you surround yourself with. And at first I'm like, Yeah, okay, my friends are great. But it wasn't until I was immersed into doTERRA, I can tell you in the past 2 years how much I have grown personally and professionally. I would have never, ever in a million years have thought that this would ever have happened. So I think that's probably been the biggest switch for me.
Yeah. I often think about this business that I couldn't have paid enough or any amount of money.
A business coach, yeah. A personal coach, yeah.
Right? To have the
Same.
experience that I've had in the past, 13 months. There's no retreat. There's no online course.
Yes.
There's nothing.
Yes.
So not only do you get this incredible experience of growth, but you're running a business and being compensated for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for helping me get to that question. Sabrina, how has that been for you with your journey in network marketing and doTERRA and your personal growth?
I think definitely I agree on the personal development. So I'm not sure who said it, but doTERRA is sometimes referred to as a personal development journey wrapped up in oils, and that is very true. So I think just that personal discovery, and particularly at a time when, I'm sure it's not just me, but as a new mom, and for me also as a new wife, that's kind of, it shakes a little bit up of who you actually are. And I felt a little bit lost in that time. And so who am I now? Am I mom? Am I just wife? Like, what else is there? And I found this business just helped me in so many ways to find answers to that. So that is the personal development, but that is also to have the tools, which is the oils, to tap into those emotions and find a way to just help yourself kind of move through it, or just be in that moment and just experience that, whatever you're feeling in that moment. And I think that's something that beforehand I always shied away from. I'm a very analytical, rational person. That's my kind of default setting, and that's where I feel very comfortable. You're laughing, but you know this very well. But the emotional side also has a place, and it's very important. And I find that's something that I've been able to explore more, and I probably need to do more. But so this is one of the things where this business has really helped me on a personal basis as well. And then the last thing that came to my mind again is community. We've talked about it a couple of times, but I would have never met all of these beautiful women, the two of you. Lauren, I did meet you through, pregnancy yoga, but I don't think we would have had a connection the way that we have it now. And the wider team as well. So that is just so amazing to tap into that community and experience that support, and also give that support and see what you are capable of empowering others as well. It's not just receiving, but it's also you can help someone with what you have already learned in your journey.
And I was laughing, Sabrina, because I happen to love that part of you.
So do I. So do I.
And I have this vision of this just linking arms, like all of us linking arms so strongly to be able to rise together in a very, very powerful way. So that is for me, when Sabrina, hearing you just talk about, like helping each other in the community, and it's duplicatable.
The teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork. Yes. And there is this feeling of like really being able to come together as women and rise together and not have that competition. And that is something that's been so beautiful on this journey, and very healing as a woman to be surrounded by women who are for you and not against you. And part of that is my own story. Part of that is just that.
I was going to say, I feel like a lot of people will be nodding your heads, because it's exactly what Sabrina said. Like I've worked in an industry where it's very competitive, and it's completely different. Completely different.
And finally, I wanted to ask both of you, Erin first, what is your big vision? If you could wrap it up in like a sentence, what is your big vision, or where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? with the business,
5 years.
in your personal life? What is your big vision for this, like the unlimited vision?
Oh, I think just really expanding globally and be able to travel with my kids, my family. Like I said, I'm from overseas, so I just love the fact that I have linked arms with friends and even my sister. So we're building the business together. So I think that's my 5-year vision, is that we can go places with our kids and still be working anywhere we go. And it's just something that's going to keep rolling no matter where we go. And as the kids get bigger, and doesn't matter where I am in the world, that's what I love.
I love that so much. And Erin's sister was at convention recently, Steph, and we were all there together. And I've got to say, listening to Steph talk about having to say goodbye to you was, as someone who has a sister, I want to cry.
Yeah.
And it really touched me because I have a sister and I know what that feels like to be away from each other. And I love this business will give you that. Will give you the time together whenever you feel like you need it, and that your kids and the cousins will grow up really together still. And I know, Sabrina, that's very close to your heart as well, being someone from here in Australia and having your family overseas. So what is your vision for yourself, your family?
Yeah. So very similar, also the travel part, spending time in Germany and spending time here with my family. So that's one part of the story, but the other part of the story is also empowering other women to get out of that 9-to-5 hamster wheel. And what I was always drilled into me, what is the model of success, which is work really hard in a heartless, soulless job. It doesn't matter what, for me it was the consulting industry. And that was always, don't question it, it's hard work, but this is the only way. So this is what I grew up with. And not only do I know that there's another way. I want to show people that they can believe because they can see it, that I made it happen for myself, but I want to show others how to do it as well and tap into that. So that's the extension of the personal travel. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that so much. And I think for me, it's like a mix of all of that. My family is here, but travel is so important, and just being able to have the possibility to do that and to be able to really give back and do my work in the world with a lot of freedom. So I'm not feeling confined by situations, circumstances, or finances, to be able to have such an abundance that I can give freely and be very free, like a free vessel to be able to do that. So yeah, there's big visions from all of us. I love that. And I love that we are creating such a beautiful business together. And I feel like, for those of you listening and watching, I feel like we have this gift and this opportunity. And if you feel this like fluttering and excitement and wanting to know more, please contact us or have a look at our website. So Sabrina is at missionwellbeing.com. Is it .au, Sabrina?
.com.au, yeah.
.com.au. And Erin is erinnaturally.com.
Yep.
And then it's laurenfaulkner.com.au. So we would love to be able to offer you any kind of support. You can look us up on Facebook or message us. And yeah, we would very much open our arms to give you more information and loving support on this incredible journey. And if you're a mama, just know that it's all possible. And with the support makes it even more beautiful and possible and nourishing.
It's the perfect time.
Perfect time. It's the perfect time. I love that it's the perfect time. It's so brilliant. And one of the things I wish for mamas is that if they don't want to go back to work, they don't have to. They can be with their beautiful babies for however long they desire. That it's not a burden that they have to go back to work or a heartbreak. That if mamas want to go back to work, it's an opening, and if they don't, that they don't have to. So that's what this business.
I think,
a lot more.
Being pregnant or just on maternity leave is, I personally say, it's the perfect time to start.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Erin. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here and sharing your incredible wisdom, and I know that it will be deeply felt and heard by the mamas and the women that are watching. So thank you, Sabrina. Thanks, Erin.
Thank
Love you
you.
both very much. Mwah. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.